Were you surprised at the face-off?
You know what? I was very surprised that we had the face-off. At first, they said that there wasn't going to be no face-off, and I told them, no, you guys don't have to worry about nothing. Come on, man. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm not gonna. This is not my show. I'm just here to promote the fight, and that's about it. I'm not gonna hit nobody. I never hit nobody, so why would you guys might think that? So I think I convinced them because I really wanted the face-off. It's a great thing. It's a tradition to have a face-off. So I'm super happy. Thank God we had the face-off, and super excited.
Hey, well, we're finally here. I had a chance to see you guys in camp. You guys looked tremendous 5 weeks ago. Tell me about the work that was done, that was completed now coming into the fight.
Well, one thing I can tell you, it's David's on a different level. He's matured so much mentally, physically. He's very strong, man, and the motivation, I think Caleb Plant woke up the monster on him, to dedicate himself even more. He was already dedicated with what he went through in the past. I think that was a blessing in disguise, to be honest. I'm super thankful for that happened early in his career. Super motivated now with his son, super happy, super motivated, and that's a big boost for him. And I just see him in another level, man. Sometimes I don't even recognize him. The how he's connecting with the universe and the world, and knowing his body, and pretty much he's in another level. You guys are going to see a different David Benavidez.
I know some fans have commented that they're a little worried that he overtrained, that he trained too much.
That's the thing that I always heard in life. Overtrain. How the hell are you going to get somewhere? Hard work, man. The secret to success is hard work. I would say, if we're working super hard and then he's gonna go party or not sleep, you can overwork like that, But if you're focused and you're fresh and but at the end of the day, I can say a lot of things. We'll see it on Saturday if he's overworked, because he fucking worked super hard for this fight, super hard. And I'll tell you, that he's never worked this hard. So I hope that Caleb trained hard also, because if not, he's in big trouble.
I know David mentioned that he trained for a reason, that he's not going to let his emotions get in the way. But I would imagine the first punch he lands on him and he sees a reaction that he wants to see. I question, how is he going to react? Like, is David just going to go after him, go crazy on him, or does that worry you at all?
We worked on a lot of things, but I'll be realistic. We got to go round by round and see how we do, because at the end of the day, we can have a plan, but if you have a fighter that's not committing and is moving around and is not cooperating, guess what? We're going to have to go and adjust to other things, So we're just going to go and see the first round and fill them up and get loose, and from there on, there's no stop. We know that we have to work hard. That's what we prepare for, to work hard, and we got to cut the angles, and we got to fucking hit that body, and there's no other way. At the end of the day, we got to be intelligent, we got to be smart and move your head and find your way in, so you don't walk straight up, But like I said, we have to adjust, and whatever I tell you right now, I don't think it's going to work on that fight. We have to adjust as we see Caleb Plant.
When you look at the 6-round prediction, knockout prediction, does that add more pressure to David? I know Caleb said, hey, 6 round, but does it add pressure?
It could be in the first round, second round. We've seen all that shit, When you train hard, you just come and enjoy the show. To be honest, we put hard work in it, and I mean, it could happen in the second round, David's being kind enough to give him a little bit more rounds, but at the end of the day, there's no pressure. We're here to win, no matter what, That's just something that, he's saying, whatever. We can do it in the second round, third round, 4, or I'm thinking the 8. My round is 8. He's saying 6, so we're pretty much there.
When you look just overall at the fight, at the build-up to this, how satisfying of a victory would this be for you and for David?
This is the biggest fight of our careers, I believe. We've been trying to get this fight for almost 5 years. This guy, it's always talking shit on me, he's been bullying David for years and years about saying that he's fat and he tried to put him down and doing all these things, man, this will be the biggest satisfaction of all time for me, to knock this guy out or make him quit on the stool. That would be a great satisfaction, you know. All these other fighters that we fought, a lot of respect. We become friends, but this guy, there's no way, you know. This guy is a bad person. He's trying to act nice, you know, but at the end of the day, we're here to work and keep progressing and make history.
I know there's a lot of bad blood. Usually after a fight, you know, the camps shake hands, they hug it out.
I would never go shake this guy's hand. Never, man. You know, to be honest with you, I would do it with anybody else. But this guy has made so much damage to my family, and talked so much shit about my family. You know, and I'll tell you right now. At one point, you know, I went up there and I begged him, as a man I am. I told him, please, man, you know, can you just take the fucking drugs out of all this, you know? Say you can knock him out, you can do whatever the fuck you want, you know? He looked at my eyes and he said, you know what, Mr. Benavidez, I'm gonna stop that. And I thanked him so much because that really hurt me, man. He has damaged my whole family so much, man. And the next day he started doing the same shit, you know? So, you know, I will never, man, you know, shake his hand.
When you look at the future, the winner of this fight is the mandatory to Canelo Alvarez's WBC belt. Are you guys going to push that fight happens, or push the WBC that they strip Canelo of that belt so you guys can have a full status?
The most important thing right now, we're focused on this fight, man. You know, it all depends on how this goes in order to make it easier or make it harder to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know, we're focused on this fight, man. This fight is super important, and you know, we just have to focus on this fight and see what happens, and hopefully we do great, and Mexican people are going to want to see the fight. All around the world are going to want to see this fight if David looks impressive.
Canelo doesn't seem like he's super motivated to have a fight with David. He always kind of like beats around the bush. We'll see. Maybe. What do you make of that, Jose?
If I was Canelo and I was his trainer, I would do the same thing. I would run from the Mexican monster, and I would try to ignore that. But at the end of the day, you know, you can run, but you can't hide. People want that fight. And in order for Canelo to live as his legacy and make history, he already made history. But everywhere you go, they see Canelo, they ask him about the Mexican monster. Everywhere I go, they ask me about Canelo. They want to see that fight. So that name of David Benavidez, he's not going to be able to go to sleep until he fights David Benavidez. And that's a little thing that he just needs to take care of in order to make history. And if he doesn't do that, there's always going to be that doubt. You know, why didn't he fight him? At the end of the day, to me, Canelo's the best pound for pound in the world. It's going to be so hard to accomplish what he has in boxing. But when you're a champion, there's going to be always young lions that are going to want to come, you know, and be world champions and make history, you know. So in boxing, we're going to be in the same position. Like in about 10 years, you know, there's going to be other lions, you know, that are going to want to come. So I think Canelo's time is done. It's our time. It's our time. El monstruo mexicano. Es el tiempo del monstruo mexicano.
Good chatting with you as always. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the people. Thank you so much for your support.